TV. You're watching CrumbTV. This is Prema Asset in Los Angeles, Leimert Park, and you are now watching CrumbTV.
You are watching CrumbTV.
We're watching CrumbTV.
You are now watching CrumbTV. So subscribe.
I am the Grand Sheikess, Unity Temple number 80, More Science Temple of America, and you are watching CrumbTV.
Yo, this is that kid 179. You're now watching CrumbTV.
CrumbTV.
You are now watching CrumbTV. And yes, what y'all been waiting for. Get Out, the movie revealed. But I want to first. I want to know. Y'all know I love that 30 seconds. So I am your humble guest and current resident, King El Allah, better known as Crip Jesus. And let me break this down for y'all. We're not in here endorsing gangs or talking stupid or anything like that. For those who hear the name, and maybe it's dealing with Afrofuturism. What was the Afro was the Crip, and now it's a god. But to go even deeper into esoteric meaning, the crypt represents the death of my people by stupidity and lack of knowledge of self. And the Jesus represents the resurrection of my people by listening to me, not listening to statues and preachers and shit like that. Has many meanings, you know what I'm saying? But the point is, though, what we're here for today is Get Out, the movie revealed. And before we get all that cracking, I got to tell y'all about this event we got coming. Now, can I get a 777 if y'all can hear me? Let's make sure we ain't talking to ourselves, man. Feel me? Because I need y'all to know, and I need y'all to take in and absorb and understand and call and get your ticket. Because the CrumbTV network presents the Juneteenth retreat from June 16th to June 18th. He'll be starring the Minister of Information, none other than, MOI. He's going to be bringing the heat, and you're going to be in the heat because you're going to be no other place than Orlando, Florida. That's where we pulling up at. Tickets can be purchased at the crumbtv.info/events. And for vendor and sponsor information, contact crumbtvads@gmail.com. Okay. So with all that being said, y'all see the cover, y'all see the movie. So I want to know right now in the comment section, let's get busy, let's get it cracking. Play a little music. And how many of y'all seen this movie? Give me a 777 if y'all seen this. And that's why we need to get out, man. We can't even play no fucking music now. Can't do shit on even the internet. They're everywhere. The devil's everywhere. It's time to go. It's time. But before I rush off to the white man, black man, get away, let's break down what's really going on. Copyright. They're copying us. From every molecule, every voice box, every piece of genitalia organ getting transferred around, and they talking about we can't play a song. It's ridiculous. Remember the good days when the internet was truly free. Oh yeah, I remember those days. Let's remind the viewers though. Remember a time on the internet when people got naked and they didn't charge you on Snapchat. Remember those days? Remember a time on the internet where you could talk about what you want to. You have to worry about the police probably might come knock at your door. Remember those days? Remember a time when your kids went to school and they didn't learn a bunch of indoctrination. They just learned how to read and write and stuff. Remember those days? It's time to get out. But what are we getting out of? Oh, Lord have mercy. Watch when you learn what we're getting out of. But we're getting out of something. I think you're going to agree it's time to get out after y'all see this. Y'all worried about some money? Y'all worried about some China and all that? It's deeper than that. This is going on right now in your face. And you're acting like you don't know. So let's let some more people come in as we get this started. So we got a lot of sevens. A lot of people have indulged in this movie. But there's a lot of conspiracy theories about what this movie is really about. It's a lot. Let's entertain a couple of them. As a matter of fact, we don't do theories and gossip and all that here on CrumbTV. So we're going to talk to the creator of I'm not going to talk to him, but I'm going to play you a clip of the creator of the movie himself breaking down what's really going on. Shout out to Jordan Peele. Let's get it.
Hi, I'm Jordan Peele. Now, there are a lot of theories and wild conspiracy ideas floating around the internet about Get Out. So let's dive in. Okay. Embersill asks, or says, the movie Get Out is an imagined scenario of Rod, the TSA agent. When Chris is telling Rod he is meeting his white girlfriend's family, the story becomes an elaborate theory from Rod about what will happen if Chris meets a white family. This is shown by the increasingly eccentric, unrealistic plot, and Rod making himself the hero at the end of the story. I love this theory. It is 100% false. The Get Out is not some kind of daydream fantasy of Rod, the TSA agent character. It really happened. That fucked up brain surgery stuff really did happen. At Inbox Pulse, when all the guests arrive, the groundskeeper and Georgina greet them out of their cars. Rarely would a housekeeper greet guests, but because they are the grandparents, it is their party they were greeting. Absolutely true. You see when all the old white people come to the show up at the party, Walter is giving them a hug and everything. They're old friends. And all the guests arrived in black cars. Nothing was by accident. There you go. That's right. They all arrived in black cars. Like the black bodies they're gonna ride away in. Forgive me if this has already been mentioned, but the scene on the porch where Jeremy's playing the ukulele struck me as interesting. The tune he was playing was part of the jig. I don't know how you say that word, from Violin Paratita No. 2 in G minor by J.S. Bach. It was being played much slower than normally played on the instrument, which one might consider inferior to or beneath the violin. In effect, the end of the tune indicated to Chris that the jig was up. That's what I got from it, at least. Man, the power of marijuana. I literally told Caleb, the actor who plays Jeremy, just play anything on the thing. He doesn't know the jig. He's not whipping out Bach on this thing. He's just playing a random song. I just realized that the reason the groundskeeper, Grandpa, runs so much is because the Grandpa wanted to have a fast black body because he lost it to Jesse Owens. That's right. Yeah, I always had this idea that Grandpa, who's in Walter's body, is running because he's trying to beat Jesse's time. But there was a line that I almost put in the movie, but I decided not to because I thought it would be a little too over the top. When Grandpa in Walter's body is hovering over Chris's body at the end, he was at one point going to say, "I finally beat you, Jesse." Too over the top. I'm no movie aficionado. Okay, well then. But at the beginning of the movie, he watches the deer struggle and ultimately die. Then later, when he's strapped to the chair, the deer head watches him struggle, but he ultimately lives. This has to mean something, right? Hits blunt. Yep, blunt hits is what it sounds like you're doing over there. That's right. There's a whole parallel between the deer and Chris, and of course Chris's mother, the suppressed memory of his mother dying after being hit by the car. The whole deer metaphor goes in so many different directions and has many different meanings. The buck, of course, is the animal that Chris uses in the end to kill Dean. the patriarch of the Armitage family. Yeah, that's the whole deer metaphor. Okay, I'm late to this thread, but I noticed that they were obsessed with him kicking his smoking habit because he was poisoning his body.
Do you realize how dangerous smoking is?
That's right. Smoking does poison your body, and they are looking for perfect vessels. Kylornamos. Eating Fruit Loops and milk separately. Won't mix white with colors. I've had a lot of people say this to me. The Fruit Loops and the milk are definitely representational of a colorful food and a white food. But it's just more that she's kind of like this really twisted girl who's got this sort of method. Ultimately, the plan of the Armitage is to mix. Partial credit. Kyla Menords. Anyone else like how in the beginning Rose said that her dad won't chase Chris out of the house with a shotgun, but at the end she did. Yeah, so that was definitely on purpose. I almost had Chris say the line, "I'm gonna get chased off the lawn with a rifle," but then no one says that. I had to make it shotgun. I'm glad you got that. At Bonnie Lynette. When Rod was outside the airport trying to call Chris, there was an announcement in the background for Flight 237.
Flight 237, sir.
Number referenced a lot in a lot of movies, originated as the most haunted room in The Shining. That's right. That's what we call a little Easter egg for the Kubrick fans. Really easy one to do. We just like, Flight 237, and somehow get credit for it. My voice is used in the film twice. I do the sound of the dying deer. Maybe people didn't know that was me. And I also did the United Negro College Fund.
A mind is a terrible thing to waste.
At the Taco Bell vampire. Anyone think it was intentional that he was freed by picking cotton? Yeah, we had a special arm of the chair made with cotton stuffed into it so we could have the grand irony of him being freed by cotton. You get it. This movie is worth seeing in the theater for audience reactions alone. The writing had so many subtle hints.
That's the basement. We had to seal it up. Got some black mold down there.
Black people's bodies are used as molds, a hollow shell for white people to use. Black mold. Yeah, I meant that. That's what I meant when I did that. But in regards to Jeremy and Chris's discussion about MMA, Jeremy scoffed at Chris taking judo lessons as a kid and explained that jiu-jitsu is better. Why? Because it's like chess. You have to think 3 steps ahead. So fast forward to their fight in front of the doorway. He notices as soon as he gets the door open, Jeremy kicks it shut every time. So Chris thinks 3 steps ahead, tries one last time to open the door, knowing that if he does, then Jeremy will stick his leg out where Chris is able to stab it. Just thought that was a really straight callback to the dinner conversation. Thank you very much. That was on purpose, the idea that Chris doesn't just outmuscle Jeremy, he outsmarts him at his own game. He does not make the distinction of jiu-jitsu versus judo, because judo is also an art form where you have to think 2-3 moves ahead. He just goes into why he likes jiu-jitsu. At Dolph Lundgren's penis. Something I thought was really interesting was when Rose back-talked the cop about Chris giving him his ID. She wasn't really doing it to stand up for him.
Wait, why?
Yeah, I have state ID.
No. He wasn't driving.
This paper trail of them being together and on the way to her parents. This movie was so great. Thank you. If you've only seen the movie once, you have to see it again and just watch Rose, because everything she does has a different meaning, obviously. At post_analytical. Get Out is a sequel to Being John Malkovich. Being John Malkovich and Get Out occur in the same universe, 20 years apart. Catherine Keener and her characters are the bridge that connects these two films. BJM ends with what appears to be a happy ending for Maxine and Lot, who are raising a daughter fathered by John Malkovich together. Unbeknownst to them, Craig is trapped within the mind of their daughter, unable to control her like he could with her father. Lottie could have been one of the first attempts at the brain transplant. In Get Out, it is implied that the surgery is not always successful. To avoid suspicion, Maxine, the elder's neurosurgeons, would craft new identities as a liberal family living out in the woods. Wow. I love this theory. I have heard this theory. It was definitely not lost on me that I was able to get Catherine Keener in her second, like, weird perspective living in someone else's brain movie. We joked about that. And I'm a huge fan of the movie being John Malkovich. I also sat down with Spike Jonze a couple months ago, told him this theory myself, and he chuckled. So as far as I'm concerned, it's true. So I take it the skinny black guy at the party wore that hat to cover up any scars from his brain transplantation. Not the most elegant tone. Skinny black guy? Okay. Yes, so at the end of the movie, of course, it's revealed that several of the characters are post-operation. Georgina, Walter, and Logan, or Andre, who all wear hats or a wig. Thank you for this. These are very good thoughts. Some of y'all are crazy. I honestly never thought people would pick up on this stuff so fast, and I'm inspired to bring more.
Let's leave. Right now, I am Morpheus. You, all of you, are Neo. And I'm not giving you no pills. I'm giving you the real. It's time for us to get out. Now, sorry to all the brothers. We got to choose a side, brothers. Sisters, kick back. I got y'all. Brothers. Well, sisters, you can answer the question, but you're going to see where I'm going with this. Who is the bad guy in the movie? Who's the man, the bad man, the monster, the one that you got to watch out for? Who's the main antagonist, if you will, if you like to use a bigger word? Who is it, y'all? I'll give y'all 30 seconds. Because a lot of y'all said y'all seen the movie. I see y'all in the comments. Who's the bad guy? And it's undeniably Rose. Christian Smith. Second Sight said Rose. Chris Smith said Rose. Hold on. Okay, I don't know why I keep going that one. Boo Ali said the girl, which is Rose. Iris Ann XP, she said Rose. Come on. Oh, Mike said the Tomahawk. Fuck it, all of them. All right, Chris, as I told y'all. Who said the father? No, he's part of the plan, but no. Oh, somebody said the grandfather. That's going a little deeper. We're about to get into that because he is the mastermind of it all. Okay, but somebody said all of them, all of that. No, we got to be real, bro. It's the girl. Somebody said they haven't seen the movie. Well, you're going to want to see the movie after this. Okay. So, let's just get to it, y'all. It's the girl in so many ways. She's even the one who pulls out the shotgun in the end to shoot him. I mean, let's be real, y'all. Let's not forget all the stuff she did. You know, it's all of them. I know it's all of them, but who, if we had to go to court and somebody's got to be, who's the head of this? Who's getting the RICO? Rose is getting the RICO. She did too much. Is Rose a bad guy in Get Out? Rose Armitage is the main antagonist of the 2017 horror movie Get Out. She is a cult member of the Order of the Coagula, along with the Armitage family. She was portrayed by Allison Williams in her debut film. Rose Armitage, the villain. You know what I'm saying? This is from villains.fandom.com wiki. So yeah. She's a member of the cult. She's the one who leads the brothers back there. This is a very deep meaning in this movie. She is the one that goes out and finds the basketball players, the entertainers. Sounds kind of like Kanye West, huh? Lamar Odom, huh? Yeah, she's the one that goes and gets the guys and leads them back to what though? Is it just for sex? Is it just for all this stuff y'all want to say? The black man, the white man. It's a much deeper meaning. Let's get to it though. What does coagula mean in Get Out? The Order of the Coagula is a secretive cult group of prospective and wealthy Caucasian buyers in a villainous faction in the 2017 horror thriller film Get Out. Order of the Coagula. So, this is from getoutfandom.com wiki. So, hold on, y'all, because it seems like a lot of people here seen the movie. Did y'all know that in the movie they were part of a secret order? Did y'all know that they were part of a secret fraternal order? I don't never remember that being said in the movie. I'm gonna be straight honest with y'all. Let me get, you know how I do, man. Y'all got the 30-second clock again. Let me get a 777 if y'all knew it was something called the Order of Coagula. And it was a secret order of fraternity. I just thought they was just some white people buying black people. Bro, it's wild up in here in these comments. I got people saying no. I got people saying yes, it's obvious. I got people saying they played it in the video in the movie. I got people talking about this girl got an Adam's apple. Let's go back. We got Crumb in the building, y'all. I'm about to send you a link, Crumb. Bring you on up in here. Hold on. Crumb. I know y'all happy Crumb here. Y'all always talk about where Crumb at. Crumb is always here. Crumb says she got an Adam's apple. Who? Oh, the girl. What? Oh, man. Did somebody else saying they need to kick back with making her the main bad guy when the grandfather devised all of this? Who is the grandfather? What's going on in the movie? Ooh, wait. What did the family in Get Out do? What were they into? Yeah, well, the Armitage family are the main antagonists of the 2017 horror thriller film Get Out. They are members of an evil cult organization called the Order of the Coagula, who entrap, sell, and transfer the consciousness of prospective buyers into younger African Americans. Whoa. Hold on. They entrap. That's where the girl comes in. So let's get this straight, y'all. She's the one doing the entrapment. And she got an Adam's apple. Oh, I see it, Crumb. I see the Adam's apple. Oh, my God. I see it. Oh, Crip Jesus here to reveal the truth. It's too deep. It's not just a black man with a white woman. It's a black man with a white man. You know that good spirit, you feel me? You know who the thugs go to? You know shit, I don't know. Who the street people go to? You know who the hoes go to? We all need somebody, you feel me? Yeah. And Crip Jesus. Because thugs need love too. We need love. And Crip Jesus. You know these hoes love you. And Crip Jesus. Because thugs need love too. We need love. And Crip Jesus. They can't hide the truth from the divine family. Peace of the divine family. Peace of the divine family. They can't hide the truth from us. Yeah, the Adam's apple is big as day, y'all. Ain't no hiding this. It's church up in here. Can I get an amen? Get your walk on. Walk with Crip Jesus. And get your walk on. Walk. This is another Morpheus moment. And I'm not offering you a pill. I'm offering you a chance to sit here with the divine family, take a look at everything that's going on, turn the TV and the gadgets off from your kids, and turn this on in front of them. I'm not here to spread filth to them. I'm here to wake them up too. We're here for the family. That's why I call y'all the divine family Okay, we got 100 people in here. Can y'all please hit the like button? Don't just come and watch. I'm not asking for no money. I'm asking for y'all to hit the like button, and I'm asking for y'all to please go to CripJesus.com, because not right now. Right now, you just go check out, the bio, some music. You know what I mean? Leave me a message, things like that, a little merch. But in a month from now, we're taking y'all to the future. Afrofuturism is going down. We're offering classes. Y'all can come see Crumb. He's going to be teaching there, everything. Might even get MOI on deck. But the point is, you can't hide the truth from us, man. We saw the Adam's apple. We see what's really going on. And let's talk about what's really going on in the Get Out movie. Okay? So they entrap, sell, and transfer the consciousness of prospective buyers into younger African Americans. Is it a coincidence that they're entrapping the young males? Because this is a girl, so she goes out and gets black guys usually. It's not, they had a few women there, but is it a coincidence that she had an Adam's apple? Are they designing the people that entrap us now? Transhumans? What the Divine Family got to say? They said all type of stuff, man. Okay. What is the secret in Get Out? The secret is, remember somebody said the grandpa's behind all this. So the secret is that Grandpa Armitage has had his consciousness transferred to the black guy who is referred to as Walter. It is later revealed that Rose has lured him into the household. Given that Grandpa Armitage was growing old, he moves into Walter's body to sustain his life. Similarly, Grandma Armitage has moved into Georgina. This has come from the Get Out 2017 movie plot ending explained. This is Barry.com. Hold on, bro. The transhuman thing goes deep. So their grandmother moved into the sister that works there, Georgina, and the brother that works there cleaning the yard is the grandfather moving to him. Now, this works both ways in the real world. Don't think this is fake, y'all. I'm about to get to that. We just started. We're only 30 minutes in. Y'all know me. I can go a couple hours or something, so don't trip. We about to get there. They are tearing our bodies apart right now. But at the same time, they're creating us into them. They're cloning all the way around. They're turning everybody into everything. And I damn near feel like how Andrew Tate said. They're just testing their power at this point. No, Andrew Tate. They're not testing their power. They already know their power. They are coming to take over. They want to make us binary cyborg robots. Say it with me. Binary cyborg robots. When you hear a cyborg, robot, binary, any of that, beware. They're coming for you. Crip Jesus told you.
You haven't gotten your life when you like to, turn up. You feel what I'm saying? But we all need a little bit of, that good spirit.
Walter represents the future they want for all of us. Brain dead, half awake slaves. Half awake, no, fully sleep. That's why they promote drugs and debauchery to us. That's part of the grafting process. They already got us dealing with our bodies and tearing ourselves up. What do you think they do with us when they take all that blood out of us and all these different parts and pieces? Oh, yeah, they're reconstructing people all around the world right now. Chris originally thought that Walter was attracted to Rose. As it turned out, he's her grandfather. Oh! So in the movie when he's, oh, baby, and all this and that, touchy with her, you're thinking he's attracted to her. It's her grandfather. The same way you see people now today, you don't know who or what they are. We're already living in a transhuman age. Was you ready for me today? I'm so Afrofuturistic. I just woke y'all up. Welcome to the Afrofuture. Get Out, the movie already happened. That movie was 6 years ago. What is the plot twist in Get Out? Get Out's ending sees Chris attempting to strangle Rose, who is part of her family's twisted scheme to lure black people to the house so rich white elites can have their brains transplanted into their bodies. Whoa. Bro, they want your body. They also want to transfer into. They said, fuck just getting your legs and you. We don't want no more dick transplants anymore. We just want to be in you. I'm just gonna be inside of you. I'm just gonna use you. I don't want a dick transplant. I don't want to transplant anymore. I want your whole body, nigga. I'm buying you, nigga, now. I mean, F it, you niggas, because they're coming with the crypto and all of that anyway. So they're saying if you niggas don't want to keep up, all the niggas that don't want to keep up with technology, right? We're just gonna throw y'all away and just use y'all bodies all together. And all you niggas that is keeping up with the technology, that is just so quick to conform with everything, we got something for y'all too. I say we battle them, y'all. I say we fight fire with fire this time. What y'all scared? Y'all don't think we have the power to make good technology? We're vets. We are the technology. Let's pass them up. Because I'm not going for this. The binary cyborg robot program they're coming with? Hell no. Check this out. They want to make us cyborgs based on projecting everyone's conscious into this AI technology and load people's conscious with when we die. Exactly. They're doing it right now. Check this out, y'all. Who is in Georgina's body? Okay, so we just broke down Walter. Now, besides Walter, they have an assistant there named Georgina, a maid or whatever. That's really their, let me answer it. Who is in Georgina's body? Betty Gabriel. No, Betty Gabriel is the actor. Okay, that plays her. Don't get it confused. Who's in Georgina's body? Marion Armitage. That's Rose and them grandpa, the one with the Adam's apple. That's her grandma, or his grandma. Wait, hold on. So wait, I got a bomb. Were they already trying to introduce the trans stuff to us back then, and we didn't see it? Escape from the Matrix. Emails, ads, and messages between everything you watch. 1 million secret hidden messages being transferred into your brain every day by this goddamn CIA, Mossad, MI5, MI6 program. They already had the transhumans in the movies 6-7 years ago. We're just now seeing the Adam's apple? Or are we just now admitting it? Or did it take Crip Jesus and Crumb to bring it out? Because I ain't heard too many people talk about it. But you see, this transhumanism that they're doing, it's vampirism. They want to suck us dry for our souls. This is what they want for us. This is not them telling on themselves. This is them desensitizing us to what was coming already. You better watch out, and you better stay woke and get the hell up out of here. Okay. That part. Certain things can be used to trigger you. You understand? There are certain sounds put in songs. There are certain elements put in foods. There are certain elements put in TV shows. All of this is called grafting. It's a science that will be explained in the next episode. Make sure y'all tune in to the next episode of Crip Jesus Reveals. Now I'm playing. It's going to be a video we drop in on Thursday called the Germ Man Agenda. You'll learn how they take all these germs and graft out these different things, even themselves. But the point is, who's the they we're talking about? Ooh, why this movie revealed everything? This movie low-key reveals everything. This movie has, look who the bad guy antagonist is. It's the white man posing as the white woman. Whoa. You see the message here? Stay woke. Niggas scheming. They're coming for you from every which way. It's the same enemy. Ain't nothing changed in the 1960s, 1950s, 1940s. The same person that was behind MK Ultra is behind this transhumanism shit. And they proved it in this movie. The mental health facility's been growing pretty big in North America. What happened to Chris's mom in Get Out? The details of Chris's trauma are revealed as his girlfriend Rose's psychiatrist mom, Missy, tries to hypnotize him into the spell she tricks all the Armitage's black guests into. So this is what she do to all the black guests. She tricks them into a spell. She finds out what traumatized them, and she links that with a sound. Chris's mom died in a hit-and-run accident when he was small. So the thought of his mom dying in that hit-and-run accident makes him go into what's known as the sunken place. He gets emotional. Don't forget, it ain't even just about like, oh, your mama died this age. Even as people who've been through so much trauma here in North America. I'm not talking about slavery, because that's that bullshit, you know, the antebellum period. You know what I mean? We've been through way more trauma than them times since the 80s and 70s, where it's bond. So the trauma is there. They have to find ways to trigger it. Her with the tea, her hitting the teaspoon on the cup is simple. It's way deeper than that. Certain drums they put in these hip hop songs trigger certain emotions and reactions to trauma. And it's all about using trauma. When I was in Watts the other day, and there's a bunch of Christians out there trying to recruit, and they all kept asking everybody, do you know where you're going when you die? You know about the devil? Everything was about like something evil and something to put fear in you, to use the trauma to control you. This is why being militant is so important. Being militant is about being the opposite of traumatized. It's about maintaining your cool and being centered no matter what, even in the midst of attack. See, the male and the female have different powers. The woman is supposed to be emotional, so she can grab all the different signs and symbols and energies coming out the air. She's in tune with all of that. Oh, this is coming. Watch your homeboy. Watch this with it. We're together, work as one. She tells you watch him, and you protect. And you stay centered because while she's oh, watch out, he's coming. Oh, you say, hold on, I got it. It's a team, bro. But see, when you got the snake there with the Adam's apple dressed up like the homegirl trying to get you off your square, you're not centered anymore. And you fell into the trap. You should have stayed woke. Yes, the woman's energy, man, is supposed to absorb it and transmute it. Exactly. Instead, right here, he's being manipulated by the white woman. I mean, the symbols are all over the place, y'all. Stay woke. Stay woke. That's all I can say. Stay woke. Niggas dreaming. Peel told USA Today that the sunken place, okay, let's go back, y'all, for that. We need to catch up. The sunken place is where he goes when she hits the spoon against her teacup to trigger hypnosis. That's where he goes, where she hits her spoon against the teacup, because she talked to him about his mother dying in the hit and run accident. He was small. And he went to the sunken place during the conversation, and she started hitting it. So now he will identify that sound with that trauma. Kind of like when they're talking about this murder and death and you're hearing the beat. And now every time you hear the beat and you're dancing, you want to talk about killing niggas. Kill a nigga. Yeah. You are being hypnotized into murdering yourself. This is why we need to get out of America. There's a bunch of reasons why, but that alone, they really hypnotize our children into being prostitutes and murderers. Let's call it what it is, bro. That drum beat under that prostitution talk and that self-murder talk is disgusting. And yes, fear is false emotions appearing real. It's nothing but the manipulation of trauma. This is why kids don't fear much. They haven't even experienced enough to be traumatized enough. Peel told USA Today that the sunken place is a reference to the suspended animation of how we look at race in America. Basically talking about being passive. I'm Gullah Geechee. I don't know nothing about looking at shit passive. Just feeling, that's how being black sometimes feels like. You can't actually say what you want to say because you may lose your job and you're paralyzed in your life. You know, you're paralyzed in your life. You want to express an emotion and then it comes out in rage elsewhere because you internalized it, because you can't live your truth. And that's what I'm trying to say is so amazing. Yeah, we're not playing that game though. We live in our truths over here. We're not playing that game over here. We live in our truths 100%. And this is coming straight from Crip Jesus himself. All black people have been trained to remain in a 24-hour sunken place whenever they are dealing with law enforcement. This is why they can keep men in prison for so long, 20, 30 years. These same men who you can barely have a conversation with, they are so they kill the whole building. They can put thousands and thousands of them in these buildings for years because they have been trained before they were even born. Their grandparents were trained to remain in a 24-hour sunken place when dealing with law enforcement. I didn't say all together. I didn't say all black people in a 24-hour sunken place. We're making billions. We're doing our thing. But when it comes to dealing with law enforcement, even Kanye tough ass put a police officer right in his face. I think Tupac might have been the last motherfucker. He busts on the police. Rose's mother hypnotizes Chris by putting him in the sunken place. It's a state of mind where Chris can witness with his eyes, but can't react to anything that's around him. The sunken place is when they used to attack us and they do the buck breaking. Buck breaking was training us to be in the sunken place because you would watch it happen, but you couldn't do anything. After a while, they'll think about it. In Watts, when they attacked the young man, they had to watch riots. Now they drive all through LA doing all type of stuff to us and we don't do nothing. We're in the sunken place right now. We are in the sunken place. You know what I'm saying? We are in the sunken place already. And y'all want to get out? Then come join the motherfucking Black Illuminati.
You know, when you're a black man in America, you gotta make something out of nothing, baby. You gotta wiggle, you gotta move, you gotta finesse, you gotta tap in. That part. Gold chains, heads wrapped like a Saudi. Tap in with the lokes. We the Black Illuminati. We be posted at Leimert Park, hustling, catching bodies. A dripping OT. Thirsty peaches flew to Saudi. Money schemes, my niggas had dreams of riding Bugattis. Now it's 4-finger rings supreme with kings around me. Watch me turn the metaphysical to physical. It's not just lyrical, it's literal. These guns get rid of you, the spiritual. Spit out, let drip off a nigga lip, but get up in you and rip you up like 100 hollow tips. Bismillah, Iraq, Rahim. Prophet Noble Drew Ali, Elijah Muhammadeen. Had a dream last night on some other shit. Farrakhan and Malcolm X pulled up in the mothership. Talking about UFOs, black kings and queens that was rich as fuck, swimming in pools of gold. But niggas like you don't wanna hear that though. You were descended of one of them snitches or dudes that told the white man about all the fucking Jews and gold. And that's how everybody in the crew got sold. Fucking blabber mouth, I don't like his type. Pull that ratchet out, we tapping in. All these bitch niggas doing is tapping out, tapping out, tapping out, tapping out, tapping out, tapping out. Gold chains, heads wrapped like a Saudi. Tap in with the lokes. We the Black Illuminati.
No, you see that one? Yeah.
Oh, we back at it.
That's that one, yeah. Back at it. In the hood entertainment. You feel me?
Night, man.
That part.
You never know what's gonna bring.
See, I ain't know if it's in the hood music, in the hood clothing. That's where they go. In the hood entertainment. In the hood entertainment. I'm sorry to do this. I gotta do it, Crumb. I got to. I'm with the people. I'm not, big master man yet. I still, feed into the bullshit sometime. And I got one. This nigga said they don't care about nobody. They coming for every color. It's poor versus elite. Son of Christos. Which you fake Christian or something. You're wrong. And you probably didn't even see the fucking movie, did you? You up in here trying to teach and comment and shit. You didn't even see the fucking movie, did you? Motherfucker, through the whole movie, they're talking about black bodies. Melanated, tall, big, strong, descendant of God, giant, alien bodies. Don't play with us. Don't water it down. Don't act like we not who we are. I'm tired of being humble and soft and quiet. We are who we are. And we need to recognize it so we get independent, separated, and protected. Period. Not here to play with y'all. They already genetically altered everyone. Well, they're coming. Dude, that's not even what we're talking about, bro. And I'm glad you came so I can approach people like you that's probably watching saying, what are you talking about? No, this movie is about the superior genetics still left on this planet being manipulated to be drawn to a program that is set in place to basically vampire they ass. That's real. That's not fake. That's not everybody it did already. You're lying. Wake up. Stay woke. Let me play a song for this motherfucking nigga right here, son of Christos. You need to stay woke, son of Christos. All you Christian motherfuckers out there think, oh, it already happened. Stay woke, for real. And it did already happen. The Giants, do you see them around like that? How many Shaqs and y'all means you see around? They killed them grandparents when they was doing the scalping and chopping off the big heads and all that. Oh, me and Crumb know the truth. But stay. Anyway. In Men in Black, the flash of this light puts them to sleep, makes them forget about everything they saw with the extraterrestrials and all that. In the movie Get Out, the flash of the light does the opposite. It wakes them up for a second and say, oh shit, wait, I'm not who they saying. But I think y'all missing the point. The point is it's a flash of a light, either whether it's waking you up real quick, putting you back to sleep real quick. It's a glitch in the Matrix because the Matrix is based on light. All of this is based on light. The Matrix is not real, y'all. It's not like, see, this is the cold part. Y'all always talking about, y'all want to get deep? You're talking about Anunnakis and all that. The truth is, the devil that's in power right now, because we've always had a higher self and lower self. So there's always been evil people, devils, whatever, mad scientists, right? What they were able to create when they were splicing genes and shape shifting all that, the science that they had, the people who are in power now, they use rudimentary low-level versions of that. That's what you see with the transhumanism and the television witchcraft and the broadcasting and all that. These are low levels of the evil that was been here. Higher levels in sophistication, but low level in what's being done. If you believe in that type of thing, shape shifting and all that. Because the Matrix is the illusion of reality that's already here. So let's go deeper, y'all. It is the abuse of light is the basis of MK Ultra. Li-Fi. Have y'all heard of Li-Fi? Let me get a 777 down there if y'all heard of Li-Fi. Yeah, we got Wi-Fi now. Right? They're going to come with Li-Fi where there is no wires, none. It's all controlled by light. That's good. No. For us, that's good. Like if my brother, shout out to brother Hussein, like he uses solar panels and everything. He's controlling, he's absorbing the light. But if they're the ones administrating all the light and controlling everything through light, oh, they're really going to have their eye on everything and controlling everything at the speed of light. You know what I'm saying? Li-Fi technology, you know what I mean? Watch out. They're going to expand the Matrix. This all comes from MK Ultra. They started this way back with MK Ultra. Project MK Ultra, or MK Ultra, was an illegal human experimentation program designed and undertaken by the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency, intended to develop procedures and identify drugs that could be used in interrogations to weaken individuals and force confessions through brainwashing and psychological torture. It began in 1953 and was halted in 1973. So now they do it secretly. That's what you see in the Get Out movie. MK Ultra used numerous methods to manipulate its subjects' mental states and brain functions, such as the covert administration of high doses of psychoactive drugs, especially LSD, and other chemicals without the subject's consent, electroshocks, hypnosis, sensory deprivation, isolation, verbal and sexual abuse, and other forms of torture. And they did experiments on Americans, CIA on their own people. So it's just like the Get Out movie. See, they're not going to other countries to get people. They're getting brothers from right here. So when they say, so when Son of Christos, the brother down in the comments said they're coming for everybody. No, they is a specific group of people, and they're coming for a specific group of people. They don't want everybody in between us. It's them over here, us over here. There's a bunch of people in between that they ain't even looking at because they want our genetics. That's why they talking all this 5D crap. We already 3D, whatever. Fiber optics is Li-Fi. Ooh. That entire film was an MK Ultra movie. Y'all need to go watch that, man. The doping of the kids and the... Stop it. CIA documents suggest that they investigated chemical, biological, and radiological methods of mind control as part of MK Ultra. they spent an estimated $10 million or more, roughly 87.5 million adjusted for inflation. Bro, MK Ultra is not over. It's still doing it now. That's why they guys walking around talking about, I don't know what I am. I'm a fish. I'm a frog. I'm a man. I'm a woman. I'm a flying flip flop flop binary cyborg robot. That's MK Ultra still going. It ain't go nowhere. Come on, man. Are y'all retarded or something? Or y'all must be retarded. Martin Luther King, the Big Six, and MK Ultra. The 1960s may have been the worst decade for Black people in North America. Our neighborhoods were full of spies, agents, officers, military, drugs, and guns, as all part of a government-sponsored effort to transform its Black population into a slave population. These programs included, but were not limited to, the Big Six, a program created by the Kennedy administration to contain and neutralize the rise of Islam in Black communities by hiring 6 Christian leaders, starting with Martin Luther King. COINTELPRO, created by the FBI in 1956 to literally counter all of our people's information by spreading propaganda, going undercover to entrap people, cold blood murder, and blackmail. MK Ultra, a mind control agency created by the CIA in 1953. The tactics used by this organization included everything from drugging to sexual abuse to hypnosis. But for what goal, though? What's the goal, y'all? Y'all ready? Booyah! I told y'all Crip Jesus was going to bring y'all the truth. I told you I was going to bring y'all the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. That's what the goal is. They're doing all of this. Let me bring it back for y'all. Martin Luther King, the Big Six, and MK Ultra is all the goal to get you submissive enough. They want to pimp you. Because you know why? That out-call massage in Atlanta, that's only going for $120 an hour. You can call that number right there and get some of that. That's going for $120 an hour. But that melanin, that's going for $435 a gram on the black market right now. We ain't got to get deep and use a bunch of big words to talk about Abraham and all that bullshit. This is what's really going on. This is what y'all really need to know. Beware, stay woke, be careful on the internet, be careful at your job and all that. And come into your own, learn your own, because all that falling in love with them is going to lead your ass to somewhere chained up like that, getting sold for $435 a gram.
You gon' fuck around and get your ass hurt by Crip Jesus. And get your walk on. Walk with Crip Jesus. And get your walk on. Walk with Crip Jesus. And get your walk on.
Let me repeat that again. Melanin is going for $435 a gram on the black market right now. They're selling your whole goddamn body. Every piece of melanin they can find. Okay? They're not playing about this, bro. What is the scariest scene in Get Out? The auction scene. The scariest scenes in Get Out are the ones that recall shocking realities. Jordan Peele uses cross-cutting masterfully during the auction scene as he cuts between Chris and Rose saying, I love you for the first time. And the Armitage is auctioning off Chris's body. So they're cutting to him saying, I love you to her. Ooh, baby, I love you. Well, her family finna auction his body off. The weak, easily deceived black man. He's right here with the Adam's apple guy. That's the message here. It's from ScreenRant.com. What is the symbolism of bingo in Get Out? They were appraising him for an auction. Later, we learned that a bingo game was actually an auction for Chris's body so that someone else could transplant their brain inside him. It makes the previous scene even more reminiscent of an appraisal before a slave auction. Whoa, 12 revealing details you may have missed in Get Out on insider.com, bro. Bro, this is too deep, huh? They're auctioning niggas for that melanin money. Y'all gotta tell me this, bro. How do you do it?
Jones.
Listen, bro.
It's hard having God in your life when you like
the coagula cult represents a reality, bro. Let me go back for y'all just in case y'all need to catch up. Everything we're talking about here, these people buying the black people, the family, the woman with the Adam's apple that led them back there, the mother that's doing the hypnosis, the light cameras that's flashing off, the people standing around the group ready to buy him. They're all part of even this whole family right here. See how innocent and cool they look, all suburban and nice? They're all part of the coagula cult. Okay. Now, is that something just to do in movies and all that? No. Check this out, y'all. The coagula cult represent a reality. KKK is a Freemasonic fraternity that hosts powerful and important Caucasian members. It maintains their privacy via white sheets. Let me say that again. KKK is a Freemasonic fraternity that hosts powerful and important Caucasian members. It maintains their privacy via white sheets. Come on, y'all. Now, if y'all don't believe me, if y'all don't believe that the KKK are some powerful people, and what's really going on out here, I'm gonna ask y'all a question. For all my deep divers, conspiracy theorists, those type of people up in here, what is the Freemasons' favorite number? I'm gonna give y'all 30 seconds. What is the Freemasons' favorite number? You see, or I know to the public what's the favorite number. The number we see them pushing all the time. It's the same number twice, back to back. $33 is the number I was looking for. That's the number that it is. I don't care what your opinion is. That's what it is. We don't have time to argue today because we about to break down some real live deep shit right now. Okay. Check this out. Those people that push that 33, they put their sheets on, and they got friends that's quote unquote black or whatever, but they put them sheets on, they gonna hang amongst their good old buddies. That's right. K is the 11th letter in the alphabet. K is 11. KKK, 11, 11, 11. 33. 3 kings. I mean, can I get an amen up here? I just broke that down. And it has been revealed to y'all, the KKK are the Freemasons. Hey, I don't have nothing against y'all. I don't have nothing against my brothers as Freemasons. But there's an element amongst y'all that is KKK. We're not going to sit here and act like we don't know it. Our minds are being captured by the algorithm. The purpose of CrumbTV network is to get people out of the wormhole of the internet's lies, propaganda, and self-destruction. We offer the way out of the matrix that is ran and controlled by a group of eugenicists who hope to turn us all into cyborg slaves. In general, we recognize this, but we fail to fight it because we suffer from Stockholm syndrome. This term, Stockholm syndrome, was first used by the media in 1973 when 4 hostages were taken during a bank robbery in Stockholm, Sweden. The hostages defended their captors after being released and would not agree to testify in court against them. Sounds like black people. It was noted that in this case, however, the police were perceived to have acted with little care for the hostage's safety, providing an alternative reason for their unwillingness to testify. Stockholm Syndrome is paradoxical because the sympathetic sentiments that captives feel towards their captors are the opposite of the fear and disdain which an onlooker might feel towards the captors. So they're saying, people, look at Stockholm Syndrome is so real. You be in love with the abuser while the person watching you get abused is feeling bad for you. So there's black nations in the world looking at us saying, look at these people going through this. Look at their grown men walking around. Look at their celebrities walking around with skirts dressed up. Look at their grown strong man walking around with the Adam's apple girls being led into these captures. Look at Kanye West, their strongest, richest man being led right into the Get Out movie house, basically. Get Out is basically about Kanye West. They were basically showing us Kanye West's life in 2017. We Get Out. Where is Bob? Stockholm Syndrome is a proposed condition in which hostages develop a psychological bond with their captors. That picture is of black people being chained up, taken, but not from Africa. From Georgia to where? Oklahoma. Get the fuck out of here. It's called the Trail of Tears. It is supposed to result from a rather specific set of circumstances, namely the power imbalances contained in hostage taking, kidnapping, and abusive relationships. Therefore, it is difficult to find a large number of people who experience Stockholm Syndrome to conduct studies with any sort of validity or useful sample size. This makes it hard to determine trends in the development and effects of the condition. And in fact, it is a contested illness due to doubts about the legitimacy of the condition. They try to act like we don't got it. Yeah, Stockholm Syndrome was first proposed to us through this man. Martin Luther King taught our grandparents and great-grandparents not to fight. That's why we don't fight today. It's in some of our bloodline. Oh, no, she didn't take it there. Whoa! Stockholm Syndrome is a coping mechanism to a captive or abusive situation. People develop positive feelings toward their captors or abusers over time. This condition applies to situations including child abuse, coach-athlete abuse, relationship abuse, and sex trafficking. This is why I think they were trying to portray that in the movie. This is why it's a love affair, even though it's a horror movie. He's in love with her. You feel what I'm saying? It's like this shows like the black man. The black man love him, a white woman, right? Love down the black sister and all that. Yeah, this is a real reality that's shown in that movie. Look at the old black dude whose brain is really an old white man. I mean, come on, y'all. How do people with Stockholm Syndrome act? Symptoms of Stockholm Syndrome. The victim develops positive feelings toward the person holding them captive or abusing them. The victim develops negative feelings toward police, authority figures, or anyone who might be trying to help them get away from their captor. We don't even want to be saved anymore. We don't even want to be saved no more. Don't even be saved no more. And she's right, bro. A lot of the black Christians here were trained under that Martin Luther King training to accept trauma and actually give their children and train their children to purposely develop a Stockholm Syndrome. That's sad because we didn't have that at first. We were rioting, tearing the whole country up. I'm not saying we should go back to that. We've developed and evolved since then. We can fight them digitally now. But I'm just saying that this is a true thing. We did not have that strong strain of submissive Stockholm buck breaking thing going on with us until those 6 Christians were hired by the Kennedy administration. For those who don't believe me, go look it up. The Big 6. Martin Luther King's name is right there. So stop teaching that to your kids. Stop that crap. I don't care if you're in Atlanta. It's the truth. What? Holla. LA in the house. Bunchy Carter. Sexual abuse victims. Was y'all ready for that? We can't keep talking about a period of submission of our fathers to their fathers and act like it was no sexual abuse. We can't talk about these periods of submission and act like our mothers who were working for them, there was no sexual abuse. This plays a lot into the love for them. Like the brother said, it's like R. Kelly victim that didn't want to go home. I'm just saying. Can't make this stuff up, man. There is evidence that some victims of childhood sexual abuse come to feel a connection with their abuser. They often feel flattered by adult attention or are afraid that disclosure will create family disruption. In adulthood, they resist disclosure for emotional and personal reasons. An example of such was exhibited in the J.C. Dugard abduction case. Well, I mean, hey, in America, weren't we treated like children? After the war was over, weren't we treated like children? Weren't we sexually abused for years? Aren't we walking around all super freaky now saying, oh, we love them and they're freaky, this and how they get down and how they teach us to be all nasty? They ain't teach us that. We like that. It's like when you go to somebody's house and you see the little kid doing a bunch of sexual dances and saying sexual stuff. Now you're like, what are they teaching them up here? What are they doing to them up here? That's what you see in Black America right now. That's why he flipped Yahshua's message. Son of Christos, here we go with you again. Beware of these Christians, y'all. That's why they flipped Yahshua's message and showed him on a cross dead and hung him up in every fake 2013 church. He told everyone they are gods, but they made everyone worship basically his corpse. Yes, you're right. You're right. You are right. You are 100% right. I will not say anything mean towards you anymore. You redeemed yourself in my eyes, because that's exactly what he was teaching. That's why I tell niggas all the time, the book of John, chapter 10, verse 32-33. And this is why he wasn't sexual like that. I'm not saying Jesus never got no cooch, but it was no point of talking about, like, you know what I mean? He wasn't on that, bro. You got to read the whole thing. You feel what I'm saying? They got you worshiping a corpse. They're making fun of you, showing him on the cross is like showing us hanging from a tree. The Romans love every time they show that. On June 10th, this is more about this, how sexual abuse victims act, which is what we are as a collective to this nation. On June 10th, 1991, J.C. Lee Dugard, an 11-year-old girl, was abducted from a street while walking to a school bus stop in Mayors, California, United States. Searches began immediately after Dugard's disappearance, but no reliable leads were generated, even though several people witnessed the kidnapping. Dugard remained missing for over 18 years until 2009. When the convicted sex offender Philip Garrido visited the campus of the University of California, Berkeley, accompanied by two adolescent girls, now known to be the biological daughters of Garrido and Dugard. On August 24th and 25th of that year, the unusual behavior of the trio sparked an investigation that led to Garrido's parole officer, Edward Santos, to order Garrido to take the two girls to a parole office in Concord, California. On August 26th, Garrido was accompanied by a woman who was eventually identified as Duggar. So they're walking around with their kids now after being kidnapped. Don't this kind of sound like what's going on with Kanye and them? They're walking around having kids with their kidnappers. Oh, I hate to go that far, but hey, I had to. There are four key components that characterize Stockholm Syndrome. A hostage development of positive feelings towards the captor. No previous relationship between hostage and captor. A refusal by hostages to cooperate with any authorities trying to help them. A hostage belief in the humanity of the captor. Oh, they're not that bad. I mean, it's not all of them. Ceasing to perceive them as a threat. Doesn't want to perceive them as a threat. When the victim holds the same value as the aggressor. Come on, man. Y'all got to wake up, y'all. Y'all got to wake up. Y'all developing a strong Stockholm Syndrome. That's why I got the picture of the brother putting the badge on. He want to be with him now. He want to help him against us. Physical and psychological effects. Cognitive. Confusion, blurred memory, delusion, and recurring flashbacks. Is that not what Black people have? We have a delusional, blurry vision of our past, but we have flashbacks where we pop up, I'm an Egyptian king, or I'm this, that. Emotional. Lack of feeling, fear, helplessness, hopelessness, aggression, depression, guilt, dependence on captor. Dependence on the captor. Why they doing this to us? Why they treat us like that? Why are you so dependent on them for how you get treated and feel and everything? Don't want to leave. Don't want to do nothing. Don't want to connect with anything. Development of post-traumatic stress disorder. Okay, now on the social side of things, the effects. Anxiety, irritability, cautiousness, and estrangement. On the physical side of things, check this out, y'all. Increase in effects of pre-existing conditions. So your other sicknesses get worse now. Development of health conditions due to possible restriction from food, sleep, and exposure of outdoors. This is yes, CrumbTV Network. I'm your humble guest and current resident, Crip Jesus, the Blue God. My nation name would be King El Allah, to let y'all know. And we've hit a cross section here. So let's calm down. Let's make sure we stay paying attention. First, we were talking about what these rich elitists were doing with these black bodies in the movie Get Out. And did y'all come here to CrumbTV to hear about, ooh, I know what really happened in that movie? That's not what I do, y'all. No disrespect to any of the teachers that do. I'm not here for what I like to call pop quiz information. I'm here to teach. I'm here to give my people something that they could take with them and we can all use together to move forward. We've hit an intersection here of two things. And for the 3 people that just left, you're crazy out your goddamn mind. There should be more people coming in. And hit that like button, subscribe and all that so we can make sure this goes through the algorithm, y'all. Hit that like button and get this out here. Don't play with me. Because I see how many people we got in the room. So it should be well over 100 likes. Okay. Nah. Hit that like button. Hit that like button before I stop this thing. Because if y'all here for entertainment, y'all can get that entertainment. We did an hour, 20 minutes, take the entertainment. But if y'all here for knowledge, wisdom, understanding, hit that like button and we'll continue right now. And I'll give y'all the understanding. I gave y'all the knowledge with the movie. Then we went into a little bit of wisdom. We talked about the MK Ultra. We talked about Stockholm Syndrome and how that was what it was being explained in the movie, how he loved the people who were capturing him. Black and white, how the MK Ultra plays out the flashlight, the brainwashing, and what they're using us for. But that's just a bunch of jargon. This is just a bunch of blah, 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 blah. You want to know what this is really about? Hit that like button. Hit that like button. I'm going to see right now. I'm about to go back and see if y'all hit the like button. Come on, y'all. Get these likes up. Okay. Let's go. Stockholm Syndrome is not so obviously, but actually the concept of the movie Beauty and the Beast. The original Beauty and the Beast did suffer from Stockholm Syndrome. She developed feelings for the Beast under duress, alone and unsupported, rather than through genuine connection. However, as the story has been altered for modern audiences, elements of Stockholm Syndrome have all but vanished. Curing Beauty Stockholm Syndrome, BYU Scholars Archive. Okay, but check this out. Brigham Young University is where this came from. Do y'all know that Brigham Young is the Mormon university? Ooh, what you got against the Mormons? They're just as initiated as the creator of this goddamn movie. Do y'all know who made this movie? Do y'all know the name of the man? I'm not going to give y'all no 30 seconds. I'm going to ask y'all and see if y'all put it up there. Do y'all know who made this movie? The writer, creator of this movie? I do. I think it's kind of obvious. But I mean, somebody down here is talking about mermaids, so you clearly you should know. Disney. Walt Disney. Walt Disney is not alive with us right now, you all. Does anybody in here know the big rumor or the big secret about Disney? You know what I'm saying? How it relates to this movie? I'm not going to do no 30 seconds today neither. I'm about to teach my ass off and get up out of here. On the anniversary of his death, a popular myth about Disney has been revived. But those who know Disney best, including his own daughters, say the rumors are indeed false. No matter what you may read on the internet, Disney was not frozen and is not buried underneath the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disneyland. Walt Disney's Frozen rumors, AccuCare cremation and funerals. It's called cryogenically frozen. Yeah. It's I'm not saying he is, even though they've been talking about him being that for a long time. But it's just funny that we were talking about Stockholm Syndrome, and it led us to all this stuff about Stockholm Syndrome. It led to this movie about Stockholm Syndrome. That was a movie that he wrote. And guess what? He's one of the old people, white bodies that needs to be saved for the future. Immortality. Isn't that what see this shit? Cryogenically frozen. Isn't that what getting cryogenically frozen is all about? Trying to get some immortality? Now look it. Is Walt Disney's body frozen? It has been further discredited by those pointing to the existence of signed legal documents that indicate that he was cremated. Fact check. Walt Disney's body frozen will not be thawed. Okay, so let's get off Disney. I'm not here for trivial stuff. Did you know Disney got frozen? Yes or no? Did you know the movie Get Out meant this? Did you know Stockholm Syndrome was about Beauty and the Beast? Whoa, I gave y'all the hot smoking guns y'all need. Now let's break this down why y'all need to be fucking scared. How many people have been cryogenically frozen? Y'all thought this was some shit that was going to happen in the future? It's already happening. Yes, right here on CrumbTV. I revealed it to y'all. Not saying y'all didn't know, but I'm about to give y'all how deep it's going. To date, 199 people have had their heads and bodies cryopreserved at the Al Khor Life Extension Foundation facility in hopes of being revived later. This is from the Smithsonian Magazine. 200 frozen heads and bodies await revival at this Arizona cryogenics lab. Bro, this is what they're willing to reveal on the internet. Imagine how many bodies they got, heads and bodies they got frozen all around the fucking world.
We need Crip Jesus. You know these hoes love you. Hey, now where you niggas go when you need work? And where these hoes go when they need perks?
Who is the youngest cryogenically frozen child? Why the fuck, y'all? What the fuck they need to freeze a baby for? The motherfucker ain't even lived yet. What are you freezing? I'm gonna freeze you now because I don't like how this world is, and we'll alive you again later. So what if when you unthaw the baby? Hold on, did they freeze the baby before you got the head? What the fuck is going on here? They're freezing babies? Mathurin Varatpong. Mathurin Varatpong is the youngest person to ever be cryogenically frozen. If your child was diagnosed with a terminal illness, what would you do? Meet Ians, the youngest person to ever be cryogenically frozen. Wow. I mean, I can't make this shit up at all. They cryogenically froze a baby? The hell? Has anything ever been cryogenically frozen and revived? Well, for one, no one has been cryogenically frozen and revived yet, though we've had some luck with animals. One study revived a tardigrade, also known as a water bear, that had been frozen for more than 30 years. These animals probably aren't the best representation for a person, though. This comes from the UT Daily Beacon. Ask a scientist, why can't we revive cryogenically frozen person? No, that's what they're willing to admit. We don't know if they revived any of the cryogenically people yet. They just showed us, bro, this is on the internet. Don't forget, they hide shit from the internet now. This ain't like back in the day where everything's on the internet. So on the internet right now is a little girl that got cryogenically frozen. You want me to show y'all niggas again? She ain't even lived life yet. What is the point of? What is the what? Huh? So to son of Christos, talking about some yes, sir. No, you need to listen, fool. They are coming for the black because they need melanin and all these different things from us to keep them revived when they revive back later. Fool, we are the life source. We told y'all who Allah is, but you don't want to listen. You want to talk about some spiritual shit. The laws of the flying sky. We're talking about scientifically, the source of all life comes out of the black man, not the black woman. The life goes into her. She spits it back out. We are the cream of the planet Earth, the nutmeg. This is all taught in the first lessons of the 5% Nation, guys. I don't know if they break it down like that in a while. They teach this, but I don't know if they break it down like that. We teach the shit. Disney won in court on the argument that this is the Crown's property and USA is just a management company that has no authority over them. Court held that up. What does that mean? That they can do what they want? You can freeze, and all they need is a sample of the DNA to bring you back cloned. Oh my God. Bro, this is some other shit. So, we need to break this down, y'all. Has anything been frozen and revived? So this goes back to this. This is the real coagula. KKK. K is the 11th. I want y'all to really get this through y'all head. Don't let these Freemason motherfuckers brainwash y'all. K is the 11th letter in the alphabet. Not by mistake. The Latin script was placed in that order on purpose. Come holler at Crip Jesus and I'll teach it to you. That's what we learned in 5% Nation. It's called Supreme Alphabet. Some of the guys say, oh, put the math with the alphabet. You're stupid. You're not a real guy. Everything is math. K is the 11th alphabet on purpose. That represents the three kings who were Magi, Babylonian, and they knew he was going to be born. They probably the ones who told the Romans, hey, go kill his ass. The three kings that came to check on his ass and get him up out of there. Why are they wearing the sheets to hide their fucking identity? Because these are governors, police, sheriffs. These are influencers of the world behind them sheets. And the 11, 11, and 11 adds up to 33. They ain't no motherfucking coincidence. This is the German agenda that I will be revealing on Thursday. The German agenda. I got 160 in here right now. Make sure you hit the like button and tune in on Thursday to the German agenda, where you're going to learn about why they try to do this doppelganger shit right here. Now, I had the doppelganger thing, and you know what, for y'all, get a 777 if y'all want to see that part of the science about the doppelgangers, because I don't know what the hell happened to this little presentation, but I'm going to pull it down, and I'm going to pull it up. I don't care. They ain't gonna stop me. They trying to hide that shit. They probably snatched it out. Yeah, we about to get it then, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, we about to get this. We're not playing. Yeah, Crip Jesus. Get your walk on. Matter of fact, let me get y'all watch a little something while I get this, okay? That nigga said Disney and Hitler are the same person. I mean, y'all gotta hit the like button for this episode, bro. If we ain't break it all the way down. So listen, we having a little technical difficulties. I don't need these machines, bro. I'll tell y'all, because I'm not no fucking robot. I'm not no fucking computer. I the walking, talking light. They can't MK Ultra me. I am the light. Check this out. A doppelganger is a German word that represents the goal they had for this scheme a long time ago. See, to use a living soul to graft out and make basically a vessel. You feel what I'm saying? You're God to the vessel. You know what I mean? How you think they had people out there all them hours and brainwashing them to do all that stuff that they took pictures of and later on called it slavery? They'll suck them dry, they soul, man. It still happens today. You see it with the music artists walking around all brainwashed. They've been doing that. And they say, oh, you came from slaves from Africa. Yeah, sure. You know what I'm saying? This is the game they play, y'all. Don't let them play it no more. And if they do play it like they are doing, don't let them win. We're not standing for it. Just like they making their content, we making our content. They go on the internet, we go on the internet. We're not stopping. Can't stop, won't stop, will not see stop. You feel what I'm saying? The enemy gonna beat me. And that's why he's mad. That's why we're gonna reveal his ass right now. A doppelganger is a mysterious exact double of a living person. It's a German word that literally translates to double walker or double goer. A doppelganger isn't someone who just resembles you, but is an exact double, right down to the way you walk, act, talk, and dress. This is from the Westport Library.liveguides.com. What is a doppelganger in real life? Come from Wikipedia, y'all. A doppelganger is a biologically unrelated lookalike or a double of a living person. So they're going to get these black bodies to take them and use them to make Frankensteins. Yes, Frankenstein, German to culture vultures. None of this is by coincidence, bro. We know what they are. We know what's going on. So for those who have caught on now to what we've been talking about, let's watch this again so you can really understand the movie.
Hi, I'm Jordan Peele. Now, there are a lot of theories and wild conspiracy ideas floating around the internet about Get Out. So let's dive in. Okay. Embersill asks or says, the movie Get Out is an imagined scenario of Rod, the TSA agent. When Chris is telling Rod he is meeting his white girlfriend's family, the story becomes an elaborate theory from Rod about what will happen if Chris meets a white family. This is shown by the increasingly eccentric, unrealistic plot, and Rod making himself the hero at the end of the story. I love this theory. It is 100% false. The Get Out is not some kind of daydream fantasy of Rod, the TSA agent character. It really happened. That fucked up brain surgery stuff really did happen. At Inbox Pulse, when all the guests arrive, the groundskeeper and Georgina greet them out of their cars. Rarely would a housekeeper greet guests, but because they are the grandparents, it is their party they were greeting. Absolutely true. You see when all the old white people come to the show up at the party, Walter is giving them a hug and everything. They're old friends. And all the guests arrived in black cars. Nothing was by accident. There you go. That's right. They all arrived in black cars. Like the black bodies they're gonna ride away in. Forgive me if this has already been mentioned, but the scene on the porch where Jeremy's playing the ukulele struck me as interesting. The tune he was playing was part of the jig. I don't know how you say that word, from Violin Paratita No. 2 in G minor by J.S. Bach. It was being played much slower than normally played on the instrument, which one might consider inferior to or beneath the violin. In effect, the end of the tune indicated to Chris that the jig was up. That's what I got from it, at least. Man, the power of marijuana. I literally told Caleb, the actor who plays Jeremy, just play anything on the thing. He doesn't know the jig. He's not whipping out Bach on this thing. He's just playing a random song. I just realized that the reason the groundskeeper, Grandpa, runs so much is because the Grandpa wanted to have a fast black body because he lost it to Jesse Owens. That's right. Yeah, I always had this idea that Grandpa, who's in Walter's body, is running because he's trying to beat Jesse's time. But there was a line that I almost put in the movie, but I decided not to because I thought it would be a little too over the top. When Grandpa in Walter's body is hovering over Chris's body at the end, he was at one point going to say, "I finally beat you, Jesse." Too over the top. I'm no movie aficionado. Okay, well then. But at the beginning of the movie, he watches the deer struggle and ultimately die. Then later, when he's strapped to the chair, the deer head watches him struggle, but he ultimately lives. This has to mean something, right? Hits blunt. Yep, blunt hits. This is what it sounds like you're doing over there. That's right. There's a whole parallel between the deer and Chris And of course, Chris's mother, the suppressed memory of his mother dying after being hit by the car. The whole deer metaphor goes in so many different directions and has many different meanings. The buck, of course, is the animal that Chris uses in the end to kill Dean, the patriarch of the Armitage family. Yeah, that's the whole deer metaphor. Okay, I'm late to this thread, but I noticed that they were obsessed with him kicking his smoking habit because he was poisoning his body.
Do you realize how dangerous smoking is?
That's right. Smoking does poison your body, and they are looking for perfect vessels. Kylornamos. Eating Fruit Loops and milk separately. Won't mix white with colors. I've had a lot of people say this to me. The Fruit Loops and the milk are definitely representational of a colorful food and a white food. But it's just more that she's kind of like this really twisted girl who's got this sort of method. Ultimately, the plan of the Armitage is to mix. Partial credit. Kyla Menords. Anyone else like how in the beginning Rose said that her dad won't chase Chris out of the house with a shotgun, but at the end she did. Yeah, so that was definitely on purpose. I almost had Chris say the line, "I'm gonna get chased off the lawn with a rifle," but then no one says that. I had to make it shotgun. I'm glad you got that. At Bonnie Lynette. When Rod was outside the airport trying to call Chris, there was an announcement in the background for Flight 237.
Flight 237.
Number referenced a lot in a lot of movies. Originated as the most haunted room in The Shining. That's right. That's what we call a little Easter egg for the Kubrick fans. Really easy one to do. We just like, Flight 237, and somehow get credit for it. My voice is used in the film twice. I do the sound of the dying deer. Maybe people didn't know that was me. And I also did the United Negro College Fund.
A mind is a terrible thing to waste.
At the Taco Bell Vampire. Anyone think it was intentional that he was freed by picking cotton? Yeah, we had a special arm of the chair made with cotton stuffed into it so we could have the grand irony of him being freed by cotton. You get it. This movie is worth seeing in the theater for audience reactions alone. The writing had so many subtle hints.
That's the basement. We had to seal it up. Some black mold down there.
Black people's bodies are used as molds, a hollow shell for white people to use. Black mold. Yeah, I meant that. That's what I meant when I did that. But in regards to Jeremy and Chris's discussion about MMA, Jeremy scoffed at Chris taking judo lessons as a kid and explained that jiu-jitsu is better. Why? Because it's like chess. You have to think 3 steps ahead. So fast forward to their fight in front of the doorway. He notices as soon as he gets the door open, Jeremy kicks it shut every time. So Chris thinks 3 steps ahead, tries one last time to open the door, knowing that if he does, then Jeremy will stick his leg out where Chris is able to stab it. Just thought that was a really straight callback to the dinner conversation. Thank you very much. That was on purpose, the idea that Chris doesn't just out-muscle Jeremy, he outsmarts him at his own game. He does not make the distinction of jiu-jitsu versus judo, because judo is also an art form where you have to think 2-3 moves ahead. He just goes into why he likes jiu-jitsu. At Dolph Lundgren's penis. Something I thought was really interesting was when Rose back-talked the cop about Chris giving him his ID, she wasn't really doing it to stand up for him.
Wait, why?
Yeah, I have state ID.
No. He wasn't driving.
This paper trail of them being together and on the way to her parents, this movie was so great. Thank you. If you've only seen the movie once, you have to see it again and just watch Rose, because everything she does has a different meaning, obviously. At post_analytical. Get Out is a sequel to Being John Malkovich. Being John Malkovich and Get Out occur in the same universe, 20 years apart. Catherine Keener and her characters are the bridge that connects these two films. BJM ends with what appears to be a happy ending for Maxine and Lot, who are raising a daughter fathered by John Malkovich together. Unbeknownst to them, Craig is trapped within the mind of their daughter, unable to control her like he could with her father. Lottie could have been one of the first attempts at the brain transplant. In Get Out, it is implied that the surgery is not always successful. To avoid suspicion, Maxine, the elder's neurosurgeons, would craft new identities as a liberal family living out in the woods. Wow. I love this theory. I have heard this theory. It was definitely not lost on me that I was able to get Catherine Keener in her second weird perspective living in someone else's brain movie. We joked about that. And I'm a huge fan of the movie being John Malkovich. I also sat down with Spike Jonze a couple months ago, told him this theory myself, and he chuckled. So as far as I'm concerned, it's true. So I take it the skinny black guy at the party wore that hat to cover up any scars from his brain transplantation. Not the most elegant tone. Skinny black guy? Okay. Yes, so at the end of the movie, of course, it's revealed that several of the characters are post-operation. Georgina, Walter, and Logan, or Andre, who all wear hats or a wig. Thank you for this. These are very good thoughts. Some of y'all are crazy. I honestly never thought people would pick up on this stuff so fast, and I'm inspired to bring more.
Hey man, somebody put Bill Gates finna get his stepson. Oh, I love the Divine Family. I love y'all. The Divine Family don't play. And that picture alone is what I want to leave y'all with. This is why we need to get the hell up out of here. What the hell is that? I mean, does a baby even have a choice of anything anymore? They're going to freeze it, make it a woman. And I'm going to tell y'all like this. Fuck the copyright. Let's get out this motherfucker.